reboot of South Africa, but that's for their own domestic markets rather than any sort of international connection.
So let's react to what this global strategist thinks of Africa. So he says Africa's global manufacturing prowess is none. That means zero, which is wrong. Africa manufactures a lot of things, right? He has a point where he says that Africa mostly focuses on exporting raw materials and importing already manufactured materials. That's something that the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement is going to fix in the coming decades, right? He also says that the infrastructure of Africa is very conducive for bringing manufacturing and stuff. That's useless. With all the development that Africa is doing, all the railroads that China has been investing in, all that is preparing Africa to be a manufacturing hub, right? So the problem with the white men like this is that they still think they're on top, right? They still think the West, the United States, is on top of the food chain. And for a global strategist, I'm wondering why he can't figure out that these days it's China. So America is freaking out, looking for new manufacturing partners because China will no longer be a viable partner, because China will be more developed than the United States. China will be more developed than the West. So why would they China be exporting cheap materials? So China is also looking for a place to build a manufacturing base, and China has chosen Africa, right? It's ignored the West, it's ignored South America. China has chosen Africa to be its manufacturing hub. India is also choosing Africa to be its manufacturing hub. Countries like Iran, countries like Turkey are really investing in Africa when it comes to the manufacturing round. And also, this point for that Africa is only a place to get raw materials. Countries like Ghana, countries like Burkina Faso are waking up and they're saying, oh no, the chocolate are not going to be exported as beans. Chocolates are going to be exported as the finished product, right? Meaning chocolates, like if you want any cacao, it will have to be finished and it will be at a higher price than right now. These countries like Belgium, Switzerland are getting at a throwaway price for those beans, right? Another thing also, gold. Countries like DR Congo, Rwanda, Uganda are manufacturing their own gold, right? They're not just exporting the ore so that they can sell it at a lower price. No, they're manufacturing gold, and the price of gold is fixed no matter where you go in this world, right? So things are changing. So another good example is that Zimbabwe has also said it's not going to export its lithium as raw products. It's going just to export the finished product, right? So now this is the problem where we are happy, because we want this white supremacist, this imperialist to keep thinking that Africa is useless to them, right? To ignore us, the way they ignored China, right? They ignored China, they disrespected China. Look what happened. China is better than them. China has a better GDP than them. China is more productive to the global manufacturing and to the global world market than them, right? They disrespect China. Right now, instead of learning from their lessons, they're also disrespecting Africa, right? And for my last point is that Africa's future is bright.